Hey everyone, Ryan Hauser here. Let me know if who's on here, where you're from, and we'll just wait a little bit for all these names to appear as names instead of waiting for names. Um, let's see. And if you guys are on here for the first time, just let me know that you're on here for the first time. So we always have some new people on here. Hey, Steven. Yes, I'm doing good, buddy. How are you doing? Greg is here in Sherwood Park. Drew, lost connection to the FB group. Drew, that is because you posted an affiliate link in there and attempted to steal somebody's referrals. So that's why you were booted. Um, cannot connect from RU link in RU either. Oh, well, yeah, that's why. Um, so I will go in there and unblock you, but make sure you never post another affiliate link in there, please. Bernard, hey Ryan, coming to you from work again. Crazy. All right. Well, anyways, I'll get on that later. But it's so hard for me to not let the cat out of the bag. But anyways, Mike, first time. Well, welcome, Mike, from work again. Okay. Hey Ryan, New York. Charities in New York. Cool. Lloyd, first time. Mitch. I don't know what oh, Michigan. Haha. Gotcha. Let's see. Steve, first time from Alabama. Steven is new. What's with all the Steves? San Diego. Cool. Oh, actually, I think I'm headed up there June 18th. I think it's, oh, actually, no, it's not close to San Diego. That's July. Um, it's over more by LA. Okay. Hey, Ben. Ben's from Boston. We got BTC guy, Medicine Hat, second time. Perfect. Hey, Aslik, how you doing, bud? And then we got Eric from Michigan as well. Oh, we got Ann from Miami, first time. Greg's Greg's disciple Carl is on here. Thanks for the great 2 weeks, Waterloo, Ontario. All right, well, and anybody else that keep oh, we got Jack on here. Anybody else that keeps coming in, we're just gonna kind of get started. If not, I'll just kind of get monotone. And oh, we got I don't know how to say your name. Vlad. First time for Vlad and first time for Jack. Cool. We got a bunch of first timers on here. All right. Well, I'm going to just go over a little quick um, review, I guess, of Ryan University. And then what we do is every Thursday, we just kind of, these are more question and answers. So for people that are having, questions about marketing or which company they want to go in or just any company updates or whatever, we basically discuss them here live. Um, and what it's also good for is for you guys that are recruiting, because all you do is you get your people into your RU affiliate link. They come onto these Thursday webinars, and I'll answer their questions. And then hopefully with that, they'll be comfortable enough and they'll actually go in where you guys will make commissions. All right. So RU is basically a simple platform where we've added a bunch of training, but where it comes in handy, guys, is because you're able to market one link. And the one link, though, gives you multiple sources of income. Because you've all heard, you don't want all your eggs in one basket. And, but yet at the same time, if you go market, say, 5 different companies, you're so inefficient, you don't get anything done. And it's why so many people fail to make money online. So this solves all that problem. It gives you the multiple sources of income, but only one link. And the other benefit is if one of the companies were to go out of business, if you are marketing it separately, well, now all of your marketing is screwed. I mean, it's out there, the links are out there, driving traffic, whatever, and now they're completely useless. All right. Well, with RU, again, you're only marketing your RU link. So if say we had a program in here that ended up going out of business, we just remove it from RU and fill the spot. But all of your links that are promoting people into your RU are still good. All right. So, anyways, Guys, the main focus that you want when you come into RU, and you need to do this on a religious basis, like consistent basis, you know, that's what I meant. Um, Click Ryan's focus. Okay, I'm just gonna open it in a new tab so I don't keep going back and forth here. Now I got to redo this video and make it more generic. But geez, I really got. Oh no, that's all right. Okay, so anyways, because what we'll have in here is I will always have kind of like the systems that are working now, okay, and that are working the greatest now. So you want to always stay up to date with this link. Now, how Ryan University works, guys, is when you come in here, let's just say you wanted to be a part of BitGrow, you would just come down here and click this link and create your own account. Once you've created your own account, you come back into RU and you just put your username right here and hit save. Now, what happens is when somebody else comes in under you, under your RU link and creates a RU account, when they go to click on this, it will go to your BitGrow link. All right. And that's how you'll get referrals. All right. Now, one more thing which is going to happen, which I tried to get done today, but I just was really busy. I did some extremely aggressive moves last night. I mean, $250,000 worth of aggressive moves. And let's just say if it pays off, guys, you're just gonna be damn glad you're in RU. There's no question about it. But anywho, with that being said, there's gonna be one more page that goes in here, and it's just gonna be called product page or RU products, okay? And it's gonna be right in between these two links. Before I get in that, actually, if you guys are not in the Facebook group, you definitely need to click this link and get in that Facebook group, because you guys can get your questions answered in there like all week long instead of waiting just for the webinars. All right, but anyways, the page that's going to be in here, so it'll probably be in there by tomorrow morning. Possibly I'll get it in by tonight. It is going to have all of the products that we are associated with, okay? But there's going to be 3 levels. There's going to be a green section, basically green mean go. There's going to be a yellow light section and a red light section. Now, the reason I'm having these sections is, guys, when you're in these higher risk companies, okay, now for instance, this one, the risk level's higher. This one, it's basically medium risk. This one's low risk. And what I mean by that is, like, from my research, from the plan, from the payouts, from all aspects of the business, you know, this E365 I expect to last for years, okay? eCoin Plus, possibly a year, maybe 9 months. But the fact is, this counterpart that it cloned off of basically lasted, what are we in, June? So 6 months. And there's a lot of people on this webinar that made a lot of money. We changed a lot of lives with that company. Well, this one pays out a little bit better. And now it's a little bit easier to kind of get involved, because when I was getting people into the other system, I mean, they didn't even know what the hell Bitcoin was, most of them. So we had to adapt everybody into what is Bitcoin, how do you get Bitcoin, and then teach them how to make money. And now they're freaking experts. So if you're in the Facebook group, you're gonna love life. But anyways, it's more or less a medium risk, and this one is a little bit high risk. I mean, guys, think about it. You can get up to 20% a day. That's just stupid money. It's not so much stable, but it doesn't mean you can't come in there and make a lot of money. Like, for instance, I went in, I put in 10 Bitcoin, and in 5 days later, I was paid back 4 Bitcoin. All right, so that was a 4 Bitcoin profit in 5 days, which means I made $10,000 US in 5 days. I didn't do a damn thing but put in 10 Bitcoin and then take it out. Okay, now, of course, it's fairly new, and right now it's working flawlessly. But my point is these higher risk ones are not going to stay long term, but that doesn't mean you can't go in there and just make a ton of money at it. And just if you work with our strategies, again, this is why you need to stay focused on these webinars. I mean it. You need to be on these webinars, because I'll straight up tell you the better strategies to go with. Okay, any high risk one, if you're really close to like the launch date when you're getting in there, you go in big, but then you immediately withdraw every day. Don't get greedy and hit the reinvest button and then wait it all out, and then you get caught when the company does go. You get in, you put your money in, you get your money out, your seed money, And then you just play with all the money that's in there, and you can reinvest that, play with it, whatever. Because guess what? If you lose it, it doesn't matter. It can come out of your pocket, more or less. All right. But anyways, back to this second page. Like I said, it'll have a green light section, and that means we are having absolutely no problems with the companies that are in there. So feel free, get in, get involved, and get rocking. The yellow section is going to be the products to where they're still running good, but there's just the odd glitch, or they're making changes or something along those lines, or maybe withdrawals, instead of being instant, are taking like an hour or 3 hours or something like that, which is not the norm type of thing. Then they'll be moved into the yellow section. The red section, stay away. Just stay away. They're either, and I'm not saying I won't ever take something out of the red and put it into the yellow or put it into the green, but the fact is, when I don't feel that it's safe to go put more money in that system, I'm dropping it to the red section. And that might be because, they're changing things up, or I'm seeing signs of instability, meaning there's a chance it's on its last legs. And guys, if you see a company and you're in it and I put it in the red, well, you should know what the hell to do then. Stop putting money in it and start withdrawing and get your money out, as much of it as you can. So anyways, that's basically RU in a nutshell. It's somewhere that you get to come in here, be a part of a group, but also save your usernames. You market one link, and then everybody that comes in under your link, they get to utilize this service. They get me educating them on Thursday webinars. You get me educating your downline, so you don't have to do any selling or educating. And yet it's all in one house to where you guys get to market. Then if you want to come here into this training, there's training in here as well. If you want to learn how to, do shoot, what am I trying to say here? Link tracking, stuff like that. Payment page setup is actually, I could really take that out now. You got your Facebook group again. There's Instagram service here, which is freaking just awesome. Excuse me. And Gladio Coin training, which is one of the products that we have. It's more like a traffic source. It is the only product that we have here. Well, I guess I can't say that's not Bitcoin. It is Bitcoin. You can get paid Bitcoin, but it is more generally sold through US dollar. And then, for instance, the Global Money Line, this training. Yeah, I'll probably leave trainings in here, guys, but just understand, if you're not in this, you do not need it. All right. And then as far as marketing resources, let me just go into here real quick. This is where you're going to have the webinar and stuff like this. Now, guys, when you do affiliate links, let me just go right here to affiliate links. This is the link that you guys want to market. Now, don't market this exact one. I'm logged into Courtney's account right now. You want to be logged into your own, and so it'll have your username sitting right here. But this is the one that you want to market, okay? This gets them to the webinar on Thursdays, but not only that, it forces them to actually create an RU account to get to the registered, the webinar link. That way they're locked into RU, because if you guys notice on this webinar on Thursdays, I will not do any link dropping. So I will not go give somebody, my link, which is rh4.com. No, just kidding. I will not give my link to this webinar at all. Like when I tell people here, when I educate them and people are saying, hey, I want to go into eCoin, what's your link? I say you log into your RU account, okay? And let me see. Log into your RU account, for instance, go under Ryan's Focus, scroll down here, click this link, and that way, guys, when you bring people onto this webinar, they're actually going to create an account under you so that you get a credit for the commissions for the sale. So other than that, that's about it for more or less a summary of RU. Like I said, there's going to be some changes here in the next little bit about adding that one page. But guys, I cannot stress enough, we are in the Bitcoin world now, and it has never been easier to make money online. I mean, not even close to how easy it is to make money online. However, guys, you got to stop being lazy. I mean, literally, like, just because now we can actually go put our money somewhere and the system itself will pay us without doing anything. It's not like, the olden days, so like 90 days ago and later, you had to go make a sale. You had to make that sale before you got paid. Like you would go in a company and you would spend $1,000 for the product. Well, now in order to make any money, you actually had to go sell those products to make any money. Well, that's not the way it is anymore. Now with digital currency, software can actually go out there and do the money for you. It looks like we're getting paid a bunch of Bitcoin. Well, not really a bunch, but 6 of them. Um, anyways, so now the systems will actually go out there and actually pay you for buying a product. So you literally are kind of getting paid more or less for doing nothing but being a part of the system. But I say this in the sense I don't want you being lazy and not coming in here. The most important thing that you guys can do is come in to RU all the time or be active in the Facebook group because your business relies on it. I mean, for instance, I may find out that, hey, this company is not so stable right now, or because I'm a hell of a lot more aggressive than most people are in these companies, I'm going to see the signs a little bit earlier than most people. For instance, if you just came into something with like zero point 0.1 Bitcoin and a minimum withdrawal was like zero point 0.5, well, you're not able to do a withdrawal right now, but because I have so much in it, I can do withdrawals like every hour. Well, now every hour starts to go to every 3 hours, and then starts to go to every 5. I start seeing signs that maybe it's slowing down. Then I can go in there and say, hey, you need to get out. So instead of you hitting a reinvest button or something, you're actually hitting a withdrawal button. But anyways, guys, you've got to stay in the loop, and you can just make a lot of money nowadays. It's just a lot of fun. I think the first little round, a lot of people got screwed over a little bit in one of the companies, but it's just because they got so dang excited with how much money they were making. They got, greed took over and they just wanted to keep hitting reinvest. But guys, it's live and learn. You got to look at it like this in this industry now. Um, First of all, if you guys don't know about Bitcoin, just research it. But the fact is, it is where you want to be. The whole world's going digital. Bitcoin is what, 25, 2,600 bucks right now for a Bitcoin US. It will get to $1,000,000, probably 2040 ish. So, I mean, you definitely want to be involved. But you guys want to look at it like this: if you go out fishing, you don't just go to one part of the lake, one little spot, and fish forever. You know what I mean? You fish in a couple spots. You keep trying different spots until boom, you hit a good spot, and then you just freaking go to town there. And that's what this is. That's why we have multiple programs in here. Unfortunately, guys, if I don't own the programs, I can't guarantee and say, hey, this is going to be around for X amount of days or whatever. All I can do is I test every product before I put it in RU. And I put a bunch of money in, I do a bunch of withdrawals, I test it every which way I can. And then if everything's working the way they say it is, then I go and enter it into RU. Yes, I lose a lot of money in other systems because, like I said, I try a lot of things because I would rather lose my money than put something in RU and have you guys lose, your money because I didn't test it. So I actually do the testing and I put it in here, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to have a company run through here and it screws us over, say, in 30 days. But with a lot of these, for instance, you can go come into, say, BitGrow right now, and in 15 days, you've got more than your money back that you put in, and then it'll keep paying you 7% until the company shuts down. So, for instance, 15 days after you get started here, you're just playing with free money because you've already been paid back your money. So, anyways, guys, there's lots of ways to make money with these companies. There's people on this webinar where they've went to struggling to making maybe a couple grand a month after a heck of a lot of work to now doing over $100,000 in a month. And so these programs do work, but you have to get off your freaking fear box and like get away from all your fear and your conservativeness, because I'm telling you what, that doesn't make you any money. You have no idea how many people I see that sit and they wait and they wait and they wait. And so a company will be around for 2 months. We're all balling, making all this kind of money, and they just watching, sitting and watching. And then finally, 60 days later, they're like, okay, I'm going to go in with zero point 0.1 Bitcoin just to see. Then they play around with it for another month, and then they're all hooked. Now they want to go in hard. And so now they go put in 5 Bitcoin just to find out 2 weeks later the company's unstable now. Where they could have taken their 5 Bitcoin from day one, turned it into $100,000. Instead, they ended up losing 10. So, guys, I'm telling you, it's just you're never going to get anywhere in life if you're ran by fear. There's just no way around it. I don't know a single multi-millionaire that is not uh, does not, I don't want to say take chances. I mean, they're educated chances, but I mean, it's not an opportunist, meaning, they don't have a problem trying different things, and definitely a loss or a road bump does not slow them down. They just turn and just keep moving forward. All right, so that's about more or less it for my kind of somewhat overview. I'm just going to start heading through questions. If you guys have any questions, just ask the questions. You only need to ask them once, but be as detailed as you can. I will make sure I read every question. Like, I'm not going to pass any question up, but just understand it may take me 10 or 15 minutes before I get to your question. So the reason you want to be very detailed in your question is you don't want me to have to come back and ask you a question because I can't understand it, because then you're just waiting another 20 minutes for the answer. And if that ever happens and I have to ask you a question to re-answer it, you need to actually go in and tell me the question again and then add the answer in there, because by the time I get to it, I might even know what the heck we're talking about. All right, I joined eCoin Plus under you. Please explain inner leg. You are my right side. Okay, so basically, Anne, you want to go into default leg, put your default leg as your left. If you're on my right side, then you want to put your inside to the left. You will not keep up with me. So make sure all 100% of your people go to the left, assuming you have at least personally sponsored one person on your right side. Okay, because that way it qualifies you from binary. But if you're marketing, then you just need to put everybody on your left side because that's your inside leg. So you only have two legs, and let me just pull up a drawing here just to kind of, let's see. Oh, jeez. Let's just do this. So let me get rid of all this crap. Now, this is funny. I actually never had a problem searching for this. All right, here we go. And let's get a better one than that. Come on. Zoom in, guys. Let's go down here. All right, we're not really going to get a big picture. This is really weird. Normally I get some right out of the gate. All right, we'll just use this one. Anyways, so who am I talking to? And so if this is me and you're saying that you're on my right, that means you're here. Okay, so for you to be qualified in eCoin Plus so that you get the binary is you need to have a personal sponsor on your right leg and your left leg. Don't worry about this side. It has nothing to do with you. Okay, you're right here. You got to get somebody on your right and your left. The best thing is just to go buy a small plan, one on each side of you. Now you're instantly qualified. This way you're making commissions right off of everybody that comes in. But my point is, you will not keep up with me. Because 50% of the people I get in are going to come underneath you on your one leg, and it will always stay on your right leg. If you happen to come into me and you're on my left leg, then that is. But to be honest with you, most of you are going to be on my right. So my point is you never have to worry about your right side. So when you want to recruit, you just go into the back office and set your left leg or your default leg as your left leg. That means you're building this up, and then everybody you get in, you're going to get commissions because I'll have already got people under you. Like I've already got like, I don't even know what the one person said, like 100 and something under their right leg. And I mean, we just joined this, so you won't catch up to me. That's all you need to do is just put your default leg to your left, and then get recruiting if you want to make lots of money. I mean, guys, don't get me wrong. In eCoin Plus, you make good money. I mean, depending what you came in with, it goes all the way up to doubling your money in 50 days without you doing anything. You get people in under you. You just make that a lot faster. Sorry, I couldn't find the chat box. Found it. Macros from Three Lakes. Oh, hey, Marcos. Macros is a software thing I use. But anyways, so it's Marcos from Three Lakes, Wisconsin. Welcome, bud. Hey, James. How you doing, bud? All right. Please explain what the E platform is. The E365 platform. Yeah, I'll go into it a little bit quick here. Let me just go to the page. So this company here, guys, is basically a no-lose situation. You can go in for this company. For instance, if you go all in, the biggest package is only $2,500 US. But immediately, without you doing a damn thing, it will pay you $12 a day worth of Bitcoin. Just that alone, basically in the first year, pays you back 175% of your initial purchase. All right. So that's what I'm saying by you can't lose. However, there's like 12 sources, 12 different ways to make money in this company. And but now, what's the benefits of being in ePlatform 365 is it launches officially, I believe it's June 9th. When it does, guys, it's a trading platform. So not only are you going to get your own website to where you can put products on and sell stuff through Bitcoin if you want to, it's also SEO optimized for those of you, people that like to try to rank on Google. But then most importantly is, well, two things. Is one, it's a trading platform to where I'll be putting out training. They will actually be putting out training as well, showing you how to trade Bitcoin. And guys, I'm telling you, there's so much money in that, it's not even funny. The second thing is, guys, you'll get your access to your own wallet where you'll hold your own keys. The security in that basically is that way when you accumulate lots of Bitcoin, you're able to securely keep them. So that's kind of the key points of this platform. Then, of course, it is set up in a multi-level situation to where over time you can just make a lot of money if you go out and do any kind of recruiting. All right. So that's basically all I'll go through with ePlatform 365. So it is in pre-launch, guys, and the benefit of that right now is normally, in order to qualify, if you were product 4, in order to qualify for that $12 a day, you need to have one person on each of your legs. Excuse me. But right now, because it's before pre-launch, if you get in, you're automatically qualified. You start getting $12 a day the very next day. And then anybody that you get under you that buys the product for, you make an extra $2 a day for everybody. So I mean, just that's only one out of the 12 payment systems, but just that one alone can make you a lot of money. I mean, well, put it this way: I've been in it, but maybe a month and a bit. I've already, I bought a couple accounts, and I've already made way more than I've put in just off of that $12 a day plus the $2 a day. And I haven't really been pushing it just because I've been busy doing other stuff. So anywho, very good stable system for you to get in, and it helps hedge your more aggressiveness in other companies. Do you have an iMacros for sending emails in Global Moneyline? I have been trying to create one, and it does not. It does one rep and quits. Yes, I do, Drew. They are back in. I don't even know. They're probably under the training, maybe under here in Global Moneyline training. But all you got to do, Drew, is email support here, message support. Give them proof of what membership package you're at in Global Moneyline, and they will send you the links to the training. And I've included the iMacros in there. But it's very, very simple. I don't even. You're probably just making it too complicated. I literally just put it in there to where it clicks that one box to select all, and then hit submit, and it works just like crazy. I mean, I'm submitting to 180,000 people, so. Hi Ryan, have you looked at blank blank? It's the same as, yeah. I have. I think that's the one that I looked at. There's actually a couple knockoffs of that. Um, I haven't got in it. I created an account, but I haven't put any money in it just for the simple fact I've got enough stuff. There's enough stuff going on. I don't want a competitor for eCoin, and eCoin is just working out so damn smooth right now. So that's why I haven't done anything with that one. But yeah, I've been hit up a few times on that one. Ryan, did you pay for the fee of any of your Gladio Coin accounts, and are you going to let the whole program go? No, I paid for my top 2 spots, of course. I'd have been an idiot not to. But no, actually, yesterday morning I paid for another 4 accounts, so I get paid today from that. Here's kind of my take on that, guys. And by the way, the fee is only once per product, so it's not a monthly thing. It says monthly in there. It's just a grammar problem because they don't speak very good English. Um, However, here's kind of my take on it. Any Spartacus 5, 6, or 7 accounts that is below 50%, you definitely want to pay the fee on it. Um, Anything lower than that or anything higher than 50%, honestly, you're better off throwing your money in eCoin and building. Just for the simple fact, I mean, guys, for you to go pay a fee on a Spartacus 2, well, you're only going to get paid every 45 damn days. I mean, why do you want to keep? There's too many systems out here right now that are paying us daily. Why do you want to go put something into somewhere where your money's locked in there for 45 days? So it just doesn't make any sense. But if you have Spartacus 5, 6, or 7s, I mean, I would pay the fees, especially if they're under 50% on the bar. For you new people that don't understand what I'm talking about right there, just don't worry about it. Because if you ask me right now, I would tell you not to go into Gladiacoin. So you don't have to worry about it. You can go into eCoin and then you can learn what we're doing. But so that question, just don't worry if you felt a little lost on that one. Ryan, you mentioned that you still have Gladiacoin in the training area. Did you mean to do that? Well, yeah, I mean, it's training. I mean, there's people that are still in Gladiacoin, so it's sitting right here. There's not even much in there. But my point is, I'm not telling people to go into Gladiacoin. Then there's no links on this site anymore to give them a link to go into Gladiacoin. Um, but as far as the training's there because there's still people in there working it. Um, You make a good point about not knowing everything. If you don't know the company or product, maybe you should own one. What do you say about that? Okay, wait. You make a good point about not knowing everything if you don't own the company or product. Maybe you should own one. What do you say about that? I don't want to. There's no way around it, guys. I don't want to deal with the support headache. You guys have no idea. And if you're one of these people, change your ways. There's just no way around it. But there are people that they don't want to be smart. They don't want to be educated. They want to, I mean, I know this is going to sound very rude, guys, for you new people, but I don't sugarcoat stuff. I am here to help people make money, and I'm doing it. Okay. My goal this year was to take 100 people to make at least $100,000 a year online this year. Well, I've already helped people make $100,000 a month. And I'm telling you what, this thing I just did last night, if it comes to fruition, if that's the right word, if I said it right, it'll be a piece of cake for me to have 100 people at 100 grand. But my point is, guys, is there's people out there that want to live the rest of their life an idiot. And if they don't think they want to, well, they are by their actions. I mean, the questions that I even get into support are unbelievable. That's why I don't answer support. I have people that answer support. But I'm telling you what, you don't want my answers to some of your guys' questions because I'll have people that will ask me a question where, it would have been faster for them to type it into YouTube and they would have found their answer. Instead, though, they go and cloud my support and then they wait a day to get the response back and all this crap when all they had to do was go to YouTube and in 5 seconds they would have had their answer. And that stuff just drives me nuts. And if you guys, for those of you that are experienced now in this industry, you guys know what happens when one company has a little bit of a flaw. Boom, they just immediately go on the attack and they start posting all over the internet, swearing it's a scam, it's this, it's all that crap. And I'm telling you guys, I don't even want to even be associated with those type of people. And so when you guys go and message me, hey, have you heard about this or have you heard? No, I haven't heard about it because I don't go looking for it. Literally, if a company goes down, for instance, when Gladiacoin had its issues, guys, I have over 100 something Bitcoin in there. Was it a bummer? Well, yeah, it's a bummer. But for me to sit and stew over anything that I have absolutely no control about does me no good, but slows me down on the making money. All I do is I turn and I move forward. So I didn't go address. I mean, and I addressed the problems with Coin. Actually, I was the only one out there that addressed it within 30 something hours, and I addressed it the second I found out, and gave up my opinion so my people aren't lost. But my point is, guys, I paid the 2 fees in my first 2 accounts, and then I just didn't even worry about it right now. Why? I want to let it play out a little bit. I'm too busy out making money. I'm not going to sit and stew over here. It's like if I'm driving somewhere right now to make $1,000 and I have to go 5 blocks to get this $1,000, and that guy's sitting here with $5,000 or $1,000 for me, all right, and I've got like 20 seconds to get there, and a $5 bill blows the hell out of my car. Well, I'm not stopping to go pick up that $5 bill, because if not, I'm going to miss the 1,000. Well, that's what you guys do when you just freaking get all depressed and you start being worried because, oh, this company's not changing. Well, if you have a problem, go start your own. I mean, honestly, the fact is, guys, the best advice I can give you is you just keep moving forward. The fact is, you want to live a life financially free. And however old you are right now, if you haven't done it yet, you clearly don't know what the hell you're doing. I mean, I'll be honest with you. You clearly do not have the discipline that it takes or the mindset that it takes to get there. And so when you come on these webinars, I'm going to give you the mindset to get there. Okay? I know what it takes to get there. I've lived my whole life getting there repeatedly and repeatedly because I love the challenge of getting there. I don't seem to really enjoy the life when I'm there, to be honest with you. So I'll self-sabotage myself so I have to go grind again. Um, anyways, I know how to get there. I know the mindset it takes to get there, and I'm as honest as they come. I lead off of integrity and transparency, guys. I don't go find a secret online and then I go exhaust it till it stops working, and then I go sell it to you guys. I literally, the second something works for me, boom, I throw out a video or I throw it in the Facebook group or I throw it to my VIPs first, and then we unleash it to you guys on the Thursday webinars. I mean, I don't know anybody that his mouth is bigger when it comes to letting secret tricks out or little somethings that I find out. Hence the Gladicoin strategy, which made a lot of people a lot of money. But for instance, I just had somebody post into Facebook, and I'll usually get emails, but I don't usually get anybody post something. But he said something on a post in our Facebook group, and he said I don't know, it was when I did that video about the Gladicoin, and he put something on it like, I don't know, just Ryan, why I don't, or how could you promote something like Gladicoin and now we've had it and now it's caused these problems, and I really listened to you, and how could you do this or something like this? And I just wanted to say, are you freaking stupid? Like, I literally wanted to pin him up against the wall and slap the stupid out of him, but there'd have been nothing left. The fact is, I have people on this webinar whose lives have completely changed. Some financially, obviously, like big time, but some, even the ones that kind of got caught a little bit, their lives may not have changed financially. However, they definitely changed as far as their dreams and um, outlook on life and their mindset. Now, actually, so funny thing is, I'm going to read you one. Message I got last night. It says, "I could kiss you right now, you handsome dude," which to me is freaking lame as heck. I mean, this is like from, I don't know, he's 50 or 60 years old. And yes, it's a he. I am getting a roof put on my house. Guy started today. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't care. Like, I mean, I didn't understand. And then he says, "Wouldn't be possible without you in Bitcoin for that matter. Thanks again." So then I clued in because he's making money with Bitcoin, was able to afford the roof. He says, "And I'm retiring in 2 days. Woohoo. Thanks to you, Ryan. I am truly grateful. Being a stay-at-home dad is my dream life has come true." So that is why I do what I do. I don't do it for the money because I literally do not need you or any of you people for me to make money. But money is not a motivator for me. I mean, hence why I throw it around like crazy, like last night. My motivation is when I get emails or messages from guys saying, "Thanks for your help. I am now doing $100,000 a month." I haven't been able to, I have guys that have come to me, they've tried to make money for 7 years, and they're telling me they are sticking with me because I am the first leader that's actually been able to have them make money. in the 7 years they've been doing online stuff. And now I don't say that to brag, guys, but I'm just telling you that is the part, that's the passion part that drives me, is helping you guys live a life that you didn't think was possible. Because, and that's why I'm a little bit harsh on you, because I've lived my life where I've always been the one that's tried to help people out, but jeez, you can't help. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. All right. Well, the fact is, guys, I'm going to freaking hold your head under the water until you open your damn mouth and start drinking. You just have to get involved and stay here. But I'm not here to make friends. And I may lose the odd type of person. But guess what? I can't help that person anyways. I literally can't. Because if they leave me, if they leave this webinar because they think I'm a little rude, well, then they're leaving this webinar. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear what everybody else teaches you. And that is, oh, don't worry. Just put your $1,000 here. Trust me, you're going to make $5,000 every week right now. Just enter your info in this software, and it's going to go. That's actually kind of funny, isn't it? For those who know what I'm talking about, that I just said that software because I literally just put $250,000 into something that's more or less a software and watch it go. I'll get on that more later. But anyway, so my point is, guys, I'm just going to tell it like it is. I didn't help nearly as many people when I was trying to be Mr. Nice Guy, to where I let your feelings play a part in how I taught you. The fact is, guys, if you're not financially free right now, if you're paycheck to paycheck, if you're one of those people that email me, well, I only have $100 to start, and you're 50 freaking years old. All right, no, you need this more than ever, because you clearly have no idea how to manage your life if you only have $100 and you're 50 freaking years old. So you need to start making some changes. You need to make them right now. Because there's no magic pill out there, guys. The magic pill is sitting right here in RU. It has never been easier. And by the way, guys, that's not a sales pitch, because if you notice, how much do I charge for RU? I do it for free. I give you this for free. You're not getting this for free anywhere else. It's just that simple. But anyways, this whole rant came off of this. Why don't I start my own? I'll get more on that a little bit later. But anyways, that's my main reason. Guys, you are who you hang around. You really are. Go take the 10 people you hang around the most, average all your guys' income, and it's exactly the same. And if you hang around people that bitch about making their car payments or not being able to, then you do the same thing. And that's just the way it is. So why do I want to hang around those people? They can't be helped, because, if they want it bad enough, then they'll come to where I'm at, but I'm not going to go chase them. Do you have any updates on BitRobot? No. I don't have any updates on BitRobot. Hopefully it'll come around. Greg's the last one that I know made a decent enough of a withdrawal. That's been 2 days now. He withdrew 1 Bitcoin. I haven't been able to withdraw. I'm on that whole 5-day BS thing. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to get any more money out of it. Yeah, so anyways, that's kind of the deal with that. I don't know. The fact is, the app's still there. If they were leaving, I don't know why they just wouldn't shut the damn app down, but it actually still is processing as far as, I don't know what the problem is. Because like once a day or something, I'll get a couple notifications that I made a commission. They have stopped increasing the balances on the 6% a day. So if I'm guessing, it's dead. Am I hopeful? Might get a couple more payments out now. Ask me that in like 2 or 3 days when my 5-day limit is up. And I'll see, because I got like 2.5 Bitcoin I'm wanting to withdraw in my account. And anyways, we'll see on that one. When did BitGrow begin? Shoot. I can't remember that now, because we've just had too many things going around. Does anybody know real quick? I mean, it's recent. Like, it just started. Is it even 30 days old yet, guys? I think it's that new. Somebody tell me. Hey, Anthony, is this May 25th? Is that when BitGrow started? Is that what you're saying? No, wait. No, that's not when it started. Is it? No, it can't be. That's 6 days. So I don't know why you said May 25th. Remember, guys, if you guys go back, it's lower. Oh, here we go. BitGrow started March 1st. Armando, there you go, March 1st. In eCoin Plus, how do I tell which of my sponsor sides I'm on? Well, there's 2 ways. One, message your sponsor if you can. if you don't know how to message a sponsor, like I don't know if you can go get it from the back office of eCoin, but if you can't, why the hell did you join them if you don't know who they are? At least message them. But my point is, if you can't message them for any reason, you don't know their name, whatever, then just wait and you will find out because wherever, if you look at both your legs, you'll start getting, you may, I mean, depending if they produce or not, but if you're on their outside leg, you'll see some people coming in on one side of your legs. If somebody is coming in on your one of your legs and you don't know who the hell they are, well, that is your spillover leg. So then you want to market the opposite leg. But the best thing you need to do, honestly, is just reach out to your sponsor, and this better be after you've reached out to your sponsor. And if you can't reach out, then you can just message me or message in the Facebook group. Come into here into RU, click the Facebook group, go in there and message, hey, this is my username in eCoin Plus. And remember, you better try to reach your sponsor first. I don't want people just skipping to this idea because I don't want this everywhere in the group. But you just post your username in there and say, does anybody know who my overspill leg is? Because I can go in. Well, geez, can I in eCoin? Anyways, somebody will be able to go in and see if you're in their team, in their leg structure anywhere. Because if you're below anybody, they'll be able to find out where you are, and we can tell you where your spillover leg is. Um, this is Amanda. Did you get the trading software? Ah ha 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 ha. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm gonna get on that, but I want to get through some questions because I'm getting too far behind. But I'll be answering that, um, Amanda. And anyways, your answer is yes, but I'll be answering it a little bit later. Are you still in test mode for Cripsy bot, Cripsy or Cripsy? So, Anthony, I'm assuming that you're asking, am I in test mode because you want an answer of do I think it's legit and gonna last? Here's the story. I'm not going to be able to give you any better answer today. Well, I can't say that. What I mean by that is like 30 days from now, if Cripsy is still going strong, my answer is not going to be any better than it is today. It's probably going to be worse. I'm going to say, yeah, it's working flawlessly. But the fact is, you just waited a month. Now look how much money you could have made in this month. Okay. So my point is, guys, when I'm testing, like if the only way I can test is I go throw money in there, I withdraw, I make sure everything's all automatic and working, and then I go get a couple affiliates in my VIPs. And I find out okay the commission structure is working. Boom! Right then is the best time to jump in because, guys, to for me to wait a month and then tell you, like for instance, we didn't get into BitRobot for I think it was out like 2.5 months before we got in it. And we got in it. Now, did I make decent money at it? Yeah, I mean, I pulled out, I think 30 something Bitcoin. I've got 11 put in there. So yeah, I mean, I made money. Did some people lose money? Well, yeah, they lose money. But my point is like BitGrove or not BitGrove. Sorry, guys, BitRobot. Damn, I always mix this stuff up. I got to be very clear on that. BitRobot. Yeah, right now, will it ever come back? I don't know. You're not getting money out of it now, whatever. The fact is, like, I'm not being able to withdraw any more money out of it. But the fact is, guys, I got in the second I found out about it and I made it work. Did I get greedy? No. Did I from day one tell people it is extremely aggressive? It is unstable because it's so aggressive. So what should you do? Well, and there's people out there that they know damn well what I said, but they did something different and now they got caught in it. All I can do is educate you and tell you what I'm doing. I can't go give you no magic pill and say, boom, this is going to be around so for very long. So my point is, Anthony, CrypsyBot is working. It is paying. Let me see which one. I don't want to make two of them mixed up. One of them is only paying out every 12 hours, which to me I do see as a positive. But let me just make sure, so I'm not making a mistake here. Yeah. Okay. So, a minute. Okay. So CryptoBot is paying out every like 10 to 12 hours or something. They have a time limit on how many withdrawals you can do, which to me is a plus. And it just launched like yesterday. So there's good chances that there can be some good money made there. CryptZbot, which is what you are now asking me about, it pays instantly. Um, for instance, I do withdrawals. Okay, so like right now, I just hit it. I now just jumped up. I'm going to hit a withdrawal on my phone, confirm, and let's just see if it's still instant. It says my withdrawal amount, boom, boom, boom. Has it been initiated? Oh, boom, done. I already got a block ID. You guys will see it come up. Wait, will you see it come up on my screen? Yeah, you will see it come up on my screen here in the top right corner. And I just did that withdrawal. So now it's already in the blockchain. When it comes through, you'll probably, unless some other pop-up overrides it, but you should see a pop-up come up in here saying withdraw. So right now, yeah, Cryptzy's working flawlessly. But that doesn't mean it's going to be around here in 30 days. Who the hell knows? But the fact is, get in. I mean, at 10% a day, you have your money back in 10 days if you do a withdrawal, and now it's still going to pay you for another X amount of days. So then you're playing with bank's money and you're good to go. I'm already in. Oh, and guys, one more thing I want to say about that. Just, you know what? I just want to do something real fun, and I really hope this works out. Hey, Anthony, and I'm not picking on Anthony. Nobody here, and guys, it's not the Anthony you think it is. This is a different Anthony, and I don't say last names for a reason. But Anthony, real quick, have you bought a lottery ticket? Like, you know, when they got those like big lotteries. Well, I don't know where you're from actually, but if you're from like the States or anywhere else that plays those big lotteries, I mean, have you ever bought a lottery ticket? Yes. Okay. So there. See my point, guys? You guys will go out there and you'll buy lottery tickets to get rich over doing nothing. Your odds are so stupidly against you, but you'll still do it without question. Why? Because the people around you do it. So you don't think it's risky. Nobody goes around and just advertise, oh, the lottery's a scam. It's a big scam. Nobody says it's a scam. Why? Well, because it pays out. Well, guess what? How dare you go call, say, CryptZbot a scam? Because I got about 3 more days and I'll already have got my money back and I'm profitable. Meaning I made money at it. Guess what? You're not guaranteed to make jack in a lottery. One person, depending on the lottery, one, maybe five win money. But you don't go calling that a scam, do you? But you'll go call these companies here a scam when 500 people made a lot of money, but maybe 1,000 lost money. But yet in a lottery, millions lose money and one person wins. Do you guys see the difference? All it is in life, guys, is it's a mindset. Oh, and by the way, the rich don't play the lottery. I don't buy lottery tickets. Why? 2 reasons. One is your odds are stupid. And two, I don't want money given to me. I actually am quite satisfied living my life knowing I earned my life and I did it and I don't owe anybody jack. And I definitely didn't get a damn thing handed to me. To me, that is a lot of satisfaction. But anyway, so my point is back to Anthony here, real quick. You just told me you play the lottery ticket, the lottery. I'm saying stop the lottery, stop gambling. If any of you guys do casinos, stop all that BS. Stop drinking if you're a weekend drinker and you just go out drinking, and use that money and play the RU lottery game. And you will come out ahead, definitely a lot further than what your habits are already doing. All you got to do is put your habits that you have right now, realize them for what they really are, and then you can come into here. Anyways, minimum on Cryptsy, I don't know what it is. It's probably like 0.02 Bitcoin. But guys, again, you don't come in with your minimums. Minimums are going to get you nowhere. Like, I mean, literally, I mean, think about this in reality terms. If I said to you, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to give you 10% a day of what you're going to do, and you want to come in and you start with a freaking dollar bill. Okay, good. I go give you $1.10 tomorrow. Well, then you withdraw it. So I give you another, or I only give you 10 cents, I mean. So then I go give you another 10 cents. And then I'll go give you 10. And I tell you, I'm going to do it to you. I'm going to do it for you for 2 weeks. Or no, let's just go a month. I'm going to do it for you for a month. I just paid you $3 in that whole month. Where the hell does that get you? Okay? Or you come in with like $500 and I do the same thing. Well, now I just paid you $5,000. Is that not going to do a little bit more damage to your life as far as pay off some bills? Now, let's just go on the worst case scenario. Say you went and put in $500 and you lost it all. The company just died, like dead. You lost everything. I'm going to tell you a story, guys, that you ain't going to understand. You need to understand. There's a good chance that 90% of you on here are going to piss away $500 this next month, and you're not going to know about it. Are you somebody that goes to Starbucks every damn day and buys a coffee? Or do you go to 7-Eleven and buy a big gulp, if they're even called that anymore, or a big soda? Or do you eat fast food every single day at your job, or whatever? My point is, guys, is everybody is already doing stuff every day that is throwing money away, and it has absolutely no chance of making money. So, for instance, if you're a Starbucks coffee drinker, stop. Buy your coffee at a damn grocery store and make your own coffee and use that money to go in these programs. Because guess what? At the end of the month, you still don't have that damn money. You pissed out the coffee. So you don't have that money anyways. But at least here you guys have a chance of making money. But I'll tell you what, that what is the minimum? That's the worst question out there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not putting you down, but I'm just trying to give you perspective on it. I don't look at the mindset or the minimum level. And don't say, well, Ryan, it's because you have money. Well, guess what? It was this mindset is why I have money. The minimum mindset, guys, it gives you a minimum life. There's no way around it. And Greg just found this out. I said to Greg the same thing. Guys, what you go in at is what people that you get in are going to go in at. So guess what? He upped his game. When he went into something, he went a little bit higher. And then he messages me, dude, you're right. I said, what are you talking about? He's like, well, the guy I just got in just went and threw 3 Bitcoin in because I have 3 Bitcoin in. Isn't that funny? So had Greg did the minimum, 0.02, that guy would have come in with 0.02. Or to be honest with you, he probably wouldn't have come in. You'd be like, dude, you don't believe in the system enough. You only put in 0.02. If you don't believe in it, why the hell am I going to go in it? This type of attitude. All right. Hi, Ryan. I'm already in eCoin Plus, but not under you. Can I still insert my URL into RU as a marketing tool? Yeah, of course you can, Martin. Of course. I build this for everybody. I mean, guys, 90% of the damn members aren't under me in anything. I mean, just literally, like, yeah, of course, this is built. I mean, I leave it free for a reason. I want you guys to make money. I don't care if I don't know you, and I don't care if I don't make a dime off of you. If you message me saying that RU helped change your life, boom, that's more than money's going to do for me. What is the new problem you just invested in, or is it too soon to talk about it yet? I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. Holy hell, the comments are just going crazy here real quick. But wait, actually, I just seen a comment. Anthony says, I only play the lottery when when it has an insane pot. Anthony, my question to you is, make your insane pot. Because that's what I did. I thought, and I'll tell you what, it's way more rewarding. Guys, go search it on the internet. I'm sure that you can find the shows on the internet, but just go search something like what happens to lottery winners, and then ask me if you want that life. Because half of them probably die in a couple years. 90% of them go bankrupt. Some go into jail. I mean, like less than like 1%, probably 1% of them are actually still financially okay right now. My point is, guys, all money does when it's given to you is it magnifies who you are. So if you're a paycheck to paycheck person right now and struggling with money, guess what? I can go hand you $1 million right now, and you're going to be the same damn way in a year. The only difference is your bills are more expensive. So now when your $1 million runs out, you're freaking screwed because you got all these expensive bills and nowhere to pay. So my point is, guys, earn your money. Get some hair. Oh, no, that's a bad terminology on a live webinar. Get some. What the hell else do you say? Just take action and learn how to build money and take chances, because guys, at the end of the day, you're going to be so damn much more smarter and more ready for the rich life. Because guys, I know you think money is going to solve all your problems, but it's not. It magnifies your problems. So get rid of your problems. And the best way to do that is start getting discipline. Stop wasting money. Start putting it into things that have a chance to either be an asset or bring you in more money. And stop putting it into things which are a 100% loss the second you spend the money. I thought Spartacus 2 does not have to pay the fee. You're right, Ben. Spartacus 2s don't have to pay the fee. Spartacus 3s and 4s, though, do. And to my opinion, they're not worth paying the fee to. I don't care at what level they're at. It's just not worth it. I mean, think about it, guys. You go put in money into a Spartacus 3, you're going to get paid what every, I don't even know what a Spartacus 3 is. I'd have to figure it out. But it's probably going to be like 30 days or something stupid or longer. So here you are, you're sitting such a small amount in there, and you got to wait every 30 days just to get a point one of a Bitcoin. You're better off spending that fee and going and taking a chance, say, with Cryptsy and making 10% a day at it instead of waiting 30 days to possibly get 1% a day at it. You see what I'm saying? Guys, sometimes you got to learn, you just learn to cut your losses and move on, because when you're chasing bad money, I mean, that's all you're doing. You're doing two things. First of all, you're chasing bad money and you have no control if you're ever going to get any out of it. And two is your mindset now is set in a negative. It's looking back. Guys, I had credit fraud done to me back when I was big into real estate and stuff. I mean, I had somebody buy a house in my name in Pennsylvania, which I've never been to. But anyways, we lost over like 120 something $1,000 to fraud. We had a vehicle broken into and yada, yada, yada. Anywho, I go to the lawyer, and because we found out who did it and whatever as far as overseas and stuff. And anyways, she goes to me, he's like, all right, well, it's going to cost you about $40,000. And I said, yeah, 100% guarantee I'll get my money back. He says, no, about 30% chance that you'll get your money back, and you possibly could get back maybe, 30 to 50 grand at that point. And my point is, I just walked out. He couldn't believe I was walking out. He's like, we need to chase it. I said, hell no. I'm not going to go sit there and have my mind in a negative aspect for a freaking year. And I'm definitely not going to go throw some more money at bad money. So all I did was I just completely dropped it and I moved forward. Well, I'm going to tell you something. When you know how to make money and you know how to control your mindset and keep it in a positive way, that $40,000 it was going to cost me for the attorney, I guarantee you I grew it into $250,000 minimum in the same amount of time that he was going to sue, and only had a 30% chance of getting even 50 grand back. Do you guys see the difference? So my point is, for all you people that have all these little accounts in Gladiacoin, analyze them, but geez, don't stress about them. Freaking move on. Like, just go forward, and you're going to turn your money into more money than you lost if you just stay focused and stay forward. And don't sit there and say, Ryan, it's easy for you to say you've got money I don't. No, this is why I have money. I mean, there's just no way around it. The truth, not sugar-coated BS. Awesome. Is this new program possibly going to be better than eCoin? Just wait till I get there. Okay, I'm going to stop asking. I'm going to go through like 5 more questions, and then I'm going to say so. I shouldn't even have mentioned it. Of course, it's going to be better if yeah, just trust me. However, guys, it's not going to be for a lot of you. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, I'll be very honest with you. But anyways, we'll go there in a minute. I came across you guys from Gladiacoin as my sponsor is not interested in blank blank. So yeah, well, guess what, guys? I wasn't interested in eCoin Plus. I didn't plan on going in it. Why did I go in it? Because so many people wanted to go in it, but they wanted to go under my link. Well, what does that tell you guys? And don't be wrong, nothing against eCoin Plus. It's just, guys, when we don't know these company owners, we don't physically get to see them trading. How the hell do we know what's happening? So my point is the risk is somewhat just as great when you don't have any specifics. So my point is why not chase a higher a higher interest rate thing? My odds of them staying in, I mean, there's strategies on all companies. So anyways, I wasn't going to go in it. I went in it for that reason. Am I glad I went in it? Well, yeah. Did I go in it big? Well, no. I went in with 4 Bitcoin right off the bat. As of tonight, I'll have already made my 4 Bitcoin back. Guys, that's 2.25 days. So is it profitable? You ask yourself that. I mean, how many times can you guys go into work for 2.5 days and go get, what would that be? Like $12,000 out. I mean, you just can't. Oh, and by the way, I didn't have to do any work. I mean, I went in, I did other stuff, other money generating. So how many of you can go get a job is what I'm getting at. And then in 2.5 days, make 12 grand and you didn't have to go into the job. And that's my point with online marketing. So eCoin is going to be around for a little bit. That is my honest opinion. And guys, I'm telling you, you can get in, make a lot of money, and get out if you just play with the right strategies and don't let greed take a factor. Guys, here's what kills me is right now, most of you live your life costing you interest. Okay, because why? You don't have your credit card's not at zero, is it? So you're going every damn month and you're paying interest on a credit card. The credit cards company is charging you about 21% a year. So right now, and you have multiple credit cards. You know, this is what freaking kills me. You don't have a problem buying stuff on credit. By the way, the stuff that you guys put on credit, most of you, is things that devalue the second you buy them, or food that you know what you turn that into on a daily basis. And don't say, "Oh, I need food." Yeah, you need food. You don't need food from a damn pub. Get a food from a grocery store that's a tenth of the price. But my point is you guys will put all that kind of money on credit cards, and then you will pay the credit card company interest to do that. And then when you come into these systems, it's like, well, I don't want to get into that system. It's only going to pay me 2% a day. Well, guys, that's 24%. Or I mean, that's 60% a month. That's 720% a year. And you don't want to get into that system because 2% a day is just not enough when I can go to this company and pay 10%. Why don't you think that with your credit cards? Do you see what I'm saying? Like you're so busy paying out interest, and then when you come into actually earning interest, you think you just deserve 4,000% a year. And it is the craziest thing. And so then you let greed get attached, and that's how you're going to get screwed with these companies. There's just no way around it. Guys, I told you it's just a mindset. To make sure I have heard you right, if we sign up under you in eCoin, will we be on your right side and all we have to do is build our left side to earn money bonuses? By the way, your volume just cut down by 50%. I don't know what that last part means, but no, here's what I'm telling you. Well, first of all, yes, if you're under me, that's the case. But guys, here's what you got to understand. I don't want you under me. I mean, if I am your RU sponsor, I want you under me. If I am not your RU sponsor, you better not even try to find my link. You sign up under your RU sponsor. Now, hear me out, guys. Let's just say the first 20 people that were my sponsor, I was their RU sponsor. They signed up. Let me go back to this drawing. They signed up. Guess what, guys? I'm only using the same link, which means they are either down this line or down this line. All right, now let's just go real deep. Here's real deep. That's another line different. Okay, guys, so guess what? 50% of my people sign up down here and just go down there. They don't ever fill up in here. The other ones go all the way down here. So let's just say, who am I talking to? Abu. I probably butchered your name, but you know I'm speaking to you. Let's just say now that you joined, because guys, I've already got, I don't know, 100 and something people or more. Okay, that means nothing. This is what you got to understand. So let's just say I only had 100 people. I got 50 down here. I got 50 down here, say. And then you come in. But you come in down that 50th person, meaning I don't even know that damn person. Like that, but that person is still on the outside leg. You guys see the difference? And now you join here. You joined under that 50th person named Jack. Well, guess what? And let's just say Jack he does just that. He does Jack with his business. Doesn't do anything with his dang business. You're no worse off being under Jack than you are under me, because I'm not one of those people that only work with people under me. I built RU to help everybody. I have a Facebook group to help everybody. Now, when it comes to the actual pay in the company, well, guess what? When I go get my 102nd person, that person comes down this leg. Well, guess what? He's not going to bump you out anywhere. So just because Jack put you in, if you're on Jack's outside leg, you're still going to get my spillover the same as if you were under me. You guys see what I'm saying? So there's no benefit in you being under me. Only time I want you under me is if I'm your RU sponsor. But for instance, if Greg is your RU sponsor, you better damn well sign up under Greg. Because if I find out, that is how I kick people out of RU. I do not stand for that. I get stolen from on a regular basis. People go around. Why? Because they know I'm still going to help them if they're not under me. But guys, when I find out that you've stolen from somebody else in RU, because you want to get under me, or say you want to go under somebody else instead of your RU sponsor. That does not happen in RU, or I boot you out of the Facebook group and out of RU. I'm honest and I have integrity with you guys. Oh, by the way, hey guys, see my screen? That was that Cripsy withdrawal. So that's how long it took to actually get to my wallet. And that would have been because of the blockchain. So that shows you that it pays out. But anyways, guys, my point is I'm here with honesty and integrity, and I want you to hear that. And yes, there's going to be a lot of you that you may not know those words, because there's just those people out there in the world, and there's a good chance that I got some people on here. But the fact is, RU is not really for you, and you're not going to fit in. It's just that simple. So anyways, I hope that answers your question. What do you think of Bitcoin Brains? And the only reason I said that, guys, is because we have it in RU. It has 15 days. So is a risk to enter now? Here's my answer to that, Miguel. I can't tell you that. It's no riskier right now than it is on the day one, in the simple fact they've had no hiccups yet. They had a little bit of a server problem one day, but they freaking rectified it like right away, like in a couple hours. The fact is, I get paid every single 4 hours automatically from Bitcoin's brain. Weird name, huh? But anyways, I get paid every single 4 hours like clockwork. And guys, it's like 0.3% an hour. I don't have to do a withdrawal. It just comes to me. And what was I going to say, though, on that? It works out to be like 7.2% a day. Guys, here's what I'm telling you to do, because look at your guys' questions. Like, why are you listening? Why are you wanting me to tell you something? You're wanting me to lie to you. Okay? And what I mean by that is, like, if you are not going to go into one company because until Ryan says it's going to last 90 days, I'm right now publicly telling you, if I told you that, I'm lying to you. But yet, if you hear that, you'll go in it. But if I tell you the truth and that this is what it is, I have no idea. I have no idea the hell, that damn company will go out of business tomorrow. And the website's just gone. I have no idea. But I'm in it. And I will never tell you guys to go in something I'm not in. Now, with that being said, how do you protect yourself? You don't go into one thing. You go into 4. You spread your money in there. All of these things damn near are paying you daily. Withdraw your money and then work with the balances in these 4 systems. Reinvest the balances or something. But guess what? One thing I will tell you, even though this is not 100% accurate, because again, I don't know, but think about it, guys. What are the odds for these companies shut down the same day? It is not going to happen. So that is the smart thing to do. And if you're one of those people that are sitting there, well, damn, I only have $50 to my name. I can't afford to go into all 4. Okay, so then here's what you need to do. Come onto these webinars for some motivation, but don't go into any of these programs, and go work your ass off like you clearly possibly haven't done yet in life, or you have done in the wrong way, but start analyzing your life and finding where you can grab some money. Because I'm telling you what, there's not one person on this webinar, and this I'm promising you, there's not one person on this webinar that I can't do my spend or cleanse plan on and find money. I don't care how little you make. And guys, I've proven that. When I used to do seminars and investing and stuff like this, I would have people coming to me, well, I don't have money to invest. I said, okay, schedule a time with me. And one couple, for instance, as an example, one couple said they had no money. Guess what? They sit down. I want every freaking penny that they spend. I freed up $800 a month out of their money without them changing their lifestyle. The only difference is, instead of this Yahoo going to 7-Eleven and buying a big gulp, 2 of them a day, he's now buying the 2-liter bottles at Walmart for 99 cents, and he's filling up his mug at home, and he's carrying a cooler in his truck when he's going to work. Just stupid stuff like that. Well, guess what? Then I went and found a 3-plex for them to invest in. The mortgage, yes, believe this, the mortgage was only going to be $800 a month. I was giving them the property according to what they had. They showed up into the meeting, and they were in this nice little BMW, and that's not what they had the last time I met them. So I just sat them down, and I said, so I seen you came up in a BMW. I said, when did you get that? Well, we're kind of embarrassed to tell you. I said, what? Well, they got it that week. How much is the payment? Guess what? They're not even smart enough to buy something $800 a month because I showed them how to free up 800. Well, they spent 900 on the Beamer. I just said, our meeting's done. I can't help you. So my point is, guys, you have money. You got to want it. You got to want this life. Most people, one of my favorite quotes is like, I live my, what is it? I don't even know the damn quote, but something like, I will live the first 2 years of my life like most people won't, so that I can live the rest of my life like most people can't. And guys, that's the truth. Literally. When I really started making it online and I dicked around for years, I lost 70 grand in 3 years. I finally said to hell with it. I dropped a huge salary in my company, shut down the company. I went and rented out a freaking basement suite and I hibernated into that damn thing and I worked my ass off 15, 16 hours a day. There was no chance of quitting. I sacrificed going out partying with friends or doing anything like that. I'm not saying I didn't the odd time, but for the majority, I didn't. I secluded it and I did what I needed to do to make it. And now my life, my children's lives, and my RU members that actually freaking listen to my lessons, my advice, I've changed our lives forever because I was willing to sacrifice. I'm telling you to do the same thing because guess what? The reward is the bigger reward than anything else will give you. As far as financial wise, I'm not talking like kids and stuff like that. How can a person get involved with a program you set up last night? I set up a program last night, guys. Just give me a minute. I thought that my top position needs to sponsor both left and right side to qualify. Yes, it does. Yep. You want to buy the cheapest, just go buy the cheapest plan you can and go right and left, and then your main account's qualified. All right, I'm going to do just two more, and then I'm going to get on to something. I'm just going to say something. Can you, guys, don't look for this magic pill. This is not a magic pill I'm about to reveal. It's just, and it may not even happen. I'll find out in like 3 or 4 days. I'm pretty confident it's going to happen. But anyways, can you pay for eCoin accounts with a credit card, or do you have to sue your, oh, that was supposed to be used, or do you have to use your Bitcoin wallet? It's no difference. I mean, you want to use your Bitcoin wallet, you have to use your Bitcoin wallet. However, wait, I was just in a couple companies where you could use a credit card. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Can you only go into sorry, Jennifer's comment just threw me off, and I got a comment for that one. Does anybody know? Is it just Bitcoin for eCoin, or because like I said, guys, I got accounts everywhere because I test shit, just test stuff, and there was a couple that allowed you. Yeah, okay, so it's only in Bitcoin. But Douglas, I mean, you could go to like a Bitcoin ATM and get Bitcoin, and if you want, take it off your credit card. I mean, it's going to be a cash advance. Honestly, if you have anybody that has like a convenience store or anything else like that, you're better off going there and say, hey, charge my card for 2 grand and give me 2 grand, and then just pay them the 4% fee they get charged. That way you're not a cash advance. Would I tell somebody not a cash, because cash advance are terrible, guys, because it's the last interest that comes off, meaning in order to get rid of the cash advance interest, you have to pay the credit card off. Okay. But guys, guess what? That still isn't bad. I mean, what is it? Are they charging you 22% a year? And you're going to be putting that money into things that are paying you 7 to 10% a day, meaning what? In 2 days, you were just paid the same amount of interest as the credit card's going to cost you over the year. Think about that for a minute. All right, superb. I'm in already, but hang on. Oh yeah, I'm 86. Oh dude, I love that. I'm 86 years old. Let me tell you something, Lloyd. It is never too late to start. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you can go live 40 years, obviously, with all this new financial freedom. But guys, I'm telling you, the fact is, when I'm on my deathbed, I want to be saying thank you. I don't want to be saying, oh, I wish I would have, I should have done this and stuff like that. All right, this sounds very awesome to me. Okay, May 25th. Okay, yes, boom. Did a withdrawal. It said it went through. Oh, here we go. BitRobot yesterday. I tried to withdraw. It said it went through about 24 hours. I got the message, no WD address, and a roundabout, whatever term they used. Yeah, I know. Now, Elizabeth, when you go to do the withdrawal, it's now telling you to wait 5 days, right? Yeah, I know. See, that's kind of a pain. I'm thinking it might be out. All right, okay. Where do you suggest to buy over 35 Bitcoin? Jeez. Localbitcoin.com is probably where I would suggest, or you could just make a lot of trips to like a ATM, a Bitcoin ATM. Um, I'm kind of done getting rid of Bitcoin. I've just been doing so much for people, and but yeah, I would go to localbitcoin.coms. You can use a bunch of people. You possibly can even use one person, but yeah, you can use a bunch of people. The only thing I recommend is make sure they've done over 100 transactions and that their rating is 100%. But you have no problems. I mean, I've had awesome success with local Bitcoin, and they kind of keep the Bitcoin in a trust anyways until you've paid and you've marked paid. You know what I mean? Like the Bitcoin's in the trust, so they're kind of a intermediary that way. But yeah, that's where I would go for that amount of Bitcoin. All right. So, anyways, guys, so here's the sitch. And I didn't really want to mention this, but guys, I can't freaking, my head will not stop. So I let go of like, I figured it out and I stopped figuring it out. Anyways, what stuff that I did last night in multiple different ways ends up being like $250,000 Canadian funds, which is what, $20 US funds. No, I'm just kidding. So whatever it is in US funds, what would that be like? 180,000, let me see, 150,000, maybe 180,000, somewhere in there. Um, so a lot of money, but I don't even know really what I want to rebuild because I'll be honest with you guys. A lot of you, I'm not going to be doing anything for. I am not building. I'm not building one of these websites. I'm not doing anything of the sort. Um, I don't want nothing to do with it. However, I do have my RU 2.0 crypto that I will be launching soon. That is not for everybody. There's going to be a very hefty monthly fee for it. But I'm basically now. This is a big if, a big I if, guys. When this stuff pans out, um, the systems that I've set up. How do I say this stuff? Let's say, long story short, I'll be able to offer you guys double your money in 30 days. And yeah, that means double your money in 30 days. And I'll do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. And here's what I will say: I will always guarantee your principal will never get lost. Okay. Because the way that I'll have it set up is there's not going to be where all of a sudden one day, oh, shoot, it's not working, crash. No, I'll have it set up in the sense, okay, if something happens to where I have to stop doing it, okay, big deal. Whatever you actually have right there, um, will just come back to you, and okay, you're not going to get double a month anymore. And so it's something that isn't out there. It's something, yes, my name will be attached. And no, it's not going to be widely spread. No, you're not going to get no commissions if you refer somebody. You should refer somebody out of the kindness of your heart because you're going to change their life. But guys, I want you to do the math real quick. Let's just say, and by the way, guys, I believe I will not be touching anybody that doesn't come in with one Bitcoin. So sorry if you can't come up with one Bitcoin, but I'm not here to work my ass off. Like, it's not why I'm in the industry. Um, but for instance, guys, I want you to do something real quick. Well, here, let me put it on the screen because you guys are just looking at like all of these guys that hardly make any money. Let me just go. Okay, so let's just do this real quick. Let's just take one Bitcoin and we're going to double it in 30 days. So that's 1 month. If you kept it in, that's 2 months, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so now let's times that by the $2,500 it costs you to go in. So now, guys, follow me what I'm saying here. What am I saying? You're going to double your money, right, every 30 days. But like most of you are going to want to do is you're going to want to take it out because you're going to want to go spend it and live the high life. But if you didn't, and I was able to keep creating this for a year for you, you guys see what just happened? How about 10 million damn dollars in 1 year off of $2,500? Sounds stupid, don't it? Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? That's the power of compounding money and doubling. It's no different than the penny method. If I hired you for a penny a day and I doubled your pay every day, the 30th day, I owe you $5.3 million for that day. We started at a penny a day. The second day, I only owed you 2 cents. The third day, only 4 cents. But guys, that adds up to $5.3 million on the 30th day. Not total. That's all I owed you on the 30th day. I paid you already $2.6 million the 29th day. Do you guys see the difference from like these people on the screen here and your life? And that is why it is so critical to not go in and not take profits out too early in the game. Anyways, as you guys can see, I'm clearly not doing. I'm not. It's just this was like a really elaborate example because I know 90% of you just aren't going to listen. You're going to take the Bitcoin in 30 days. You're going to get 2 back. You'll probably take the 1 out. So let's just say you did that. Let's just say you took out your profits. Okay. So my point is all you'll get is times 2. Okay. So you got paid that the first month. Well, guess what? You took out 1 Bitcoin. So that's all you got paid the second. So my point is, guys, you want 10 million? Oh, well, it wasn't Bitcoin. You want 10 million Bitcoin, or at the end of the year, you want to have spent whatever 2,500 times 12 is. You want to have spent what, $30,000, or do you want 10 million? Do you know the only difference is you left the Bitcoin in here for a year, or you took it out? Isn't that crazy? That's the difference. It's like a $10 million and $100,000 swing. You take out the profit, all you do is make $2,500 a month. Anyways, so the whole point was, guys, is when this pans out, and I say when, I really, when I say I went all in, I went all in. I went all in as heavy as I could, and with guess what, guys? No guarantee. No guarantee. I could find out in 5 days that I just wasted $250,000. You guys don't really see me bummed about it, do you? I mean, like here I am. I have a chance to change thousands of lives. Instead of me just helping 100 people make $100,000 this year, I could go do 1,000 people and have them make $100,000 this year. And I'm willing to go throw $250,000 of my own money into the chance. But guess what? I have the knowledge in between my ears. If that money was to go to the wayside, well, guess what? Okay, I know how to make money, so I just keep doing what I'm doing. But I don't want to give up on the chance to change so many people's lives. So when that is there, in a week or so, don't get me wrong, guys. For a lot of you on here, it's probably not going to ever. It was not going to be a chance that you guys can come in. Why? Because you may only have $50 to name. You may only have 100, and you're going to message me. I only want to come in with 100. Can you? No, I'm not going to. No, just freaking no. There's just no way around it. Go out there, beg, borrow, and steal from anybody else, and then you can kind of get involved. But guys, so my point is, what I teach, I preach. Is that what it says? I preach what I teach, or I teach. Anyways, I walk the walk. Like I do what I tell you guys to do. I had a guy who just told me I was freaking just crazy, and I said, you know what? Look at you. I talked to you the very first day that I started to get into Bitcoin. The very first day. And he's begging me all the time to get into business with him or whatever. And I said, look where you're at now, and look what I am at. Just in Bitcoin alone. He's like, yes, I know. I said, here's the difference. Oh, and he says to me, he's like, but you've lost at some of these things. I said, okay, yeah, I know. But my point is look at what I have now in Bitcoin alone, and look at what you have. Well, I know. He says, you're 1,000 times higher than I am. I said, well, guess what? That's where I'm at now, and that was with losing. Well, guess what? You didn't lose, but yet at the end of the day, you did lose, didn't you? You ain't freaking any best off. So that's my point, guys. I can't stress it enough. Get the fear out of your head. All right, what is the minimum? By the way, regarding oh yeah. So you asked about the minimum. I already addressed that one when you were talking about what's the minimum of BitGrow. By the way, regarding BitGrow, it got incorporated in March 2017. Their platform launched May 25th. Yes, okay. I know, I get that, guys, but it really has no qualms about it. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. A company is paying 7% a day. I don't care if they've been in business 5 years or they've been in business 1 month. If they've just started doing that kind of an aggressive pay, it's all the same to me, if that makes any sense, because it's just stupid aggressive pay, especially guys, if you're able to compound. I just showed you on this calculator what compounding does. Do you want to be the owner that pays out somebody on a compounding aspect of it? No. How would I be able to do something like that? Well, because with what I got into, I'm basically going to be trading like a mofo. And there's a lot of money to be made on trading. That guy's literally, these examples like the eCoin and Gladio Coin are doing, they literally can be trading and paying off those numbers. And I've been doing it for the last few days because I'm like, I don't know. I got to get in it and find out. Well, I got in it, and guys, I didn't even know what the hell I was doing, and have made money. I've only lost on like 1 out of 9 trades on the Bitcoin, and my point is I'm up like 30%. It hasn't even been 3 days yet, so there's a lot of money to be made. It fluctuates so rapidly that's why you're able to make some money, and it's just so stinking easy. All right, I don't play. Okay, but I understand. Awesome, Anthony. Cool. Okay, let me go and address something because it's going to get lost in here. I'm going to skip a couple. I'm going to go right back, and then I got to stop going on my rants because I got to get through these questions. Because, damn, it's already been an hour and a half. But I had this one comment here. Jennifer says, "Have you ever thought of being a financial advisor?" Hell no. Guess why? I can't remember the statistics, but it was like 70 something percent. But 70 something percent of financial advisors don't do what they are teaching you to, telling you to do, and they're paycheck to paycheck. But guess what? You guys walk into a financial advisor's office and you just think their stuff don't stink. It's no different than a real estate agent. And if you're a real estate agent, I'm not really bashing you, but I'm bashing the majority of you. All they are is people. Now, there are the exceptions, so don't think I always generalize people and put them into one category. I don't. But as being a heavy investor, owning 65 properties, but doing hundreds and hundreds and thousands of transactions, not hundreds of thousands, but and thousands of transactions, I've seen it all over. But all most real estate agents is somebody that went, sat through a week course, and took some tests. And guess what? Majority of them haven't bought 2 homes in their life. But yet people go to these people and they just think, dude, what they tell me is legit. I mean, that is just the answer. They don't know anything. I mean, like as far as they don't have any experience to withdraw from. But yeah, financial advisors, guys, in the most part, are the same way. You guys, the way I advise people on how to learn is you learn from people that are where you want to be, or at least headed there, but ahead of you. But don't. I mean, I'm not saying don't listen to people lower than you. Listen to them. Don't give them a ton of credit until you prove it otherwise. I will learn from a 5-year-old tomorrow, but I won't take what the 5-year-old tells me is gold. I will just take the idea, and then I will be the deciding factor whether it's legit. But guys, you always want to learn from somebody that's where you are. Last little rant, and then I'm just going to whip through these questions. So my wife, we're moving to Vegas. We got a place in Vegas, so we're going back to Vegas. And my wife's dad, if you're on here, it serves you right. Anyway, so he pulls her aside. He says, "I want to talk to you." She's like, "Well, text." And she's like, "No, I want to talk to you personally." And so we're like, "What the hell?" Anyway, so she goes and talks to him personally. And he's like, "Do you know how bad the schools are and the education? And what are you going to do with your granddaughter and whatever?" And I'm just like, "Are you effing kidding me?" So I say to her, I'm like, "Did your dad ever go to the school in the States?" "No." "So where does he get his information from?" "He just says he has it." "I know." So my girls did go to school in the States. And when they came back here, they said they were 2 years ahead. The stuff they were already doing in math, they didn't do till 2 years later here. My girls know what they're talking about because both of them graduated on honors, not just honors, but in the 90s. And so my point is, guys, there are so many of those people out there that are going to want to mislead you just to think they know something they don't know anything of. There's so many of you out there that are going to listen to people that go on the internet and they grab their information from a blog. They're not smart enough to know that that blog is only created to generate traffic and to manipulate you into thinking a certain way. Why? Because for you to think a certain way, you're now in the way of the mindset of clicking the targeted banners that are on that site, and you're only going to click on them as if they've warped you into a certain thinking. My point is, guys, there's so much misleading in this world that is why it is so important to find somebody who walks the talk, does what it is, but has the life, the freedom, and or the knowledge of what you want. And that's the only people that you listen to. And to be honest with you, you don't even talk about your online marketing to people who don't want it. Wait till they come to you, and they're not going to come to you guys until you start making money online and your life starts changing. Because all they're going to do is drag you down, and you're just not going to make it. Crispy just paid me. Oh, Crispy. Okay, now I'm going to whip through them. Cripsy just paid me 0.13848. Awesome. So that means, what would that be? $250, $300 maybe? Okay, but I understand your point. I ask for a minimum for people who ask me when I refer them to the bot. Okay, honestly, Anthony, yeah, tell them what I told you, straight up. Don't like. I know you guys really want to make those commissions. You want to be able to get these people in at 0.01 or 0.002, whatever the minimum is. But guys, honestly, all they're going to do is weigh you down, and you're not going to help them out. You're going to help them by saying, dude, are you kidding? What are you worried about the minimum? Go find $500 and stick it in. Your only drawback is if the company doesn't last 10 days. Well, guess what? Say it lasted 9. You still got 90% of your money back, and now you've got some education in your under your belt now. You got some experience. You are so funny. Yeah, pissed out the coffee. That is true. Can't argue that. I mean, I'm just telling you guys. Okay, after you, uh-oh, who's coming in my room? Oh, it's my wife. You're not leaving yet, right? Okay. After you take your seed money out, how often do you reinvest before withdrawing again in both Cripsy and Crypto Robot? Honestly, guys, I'll be straight up honest with you. I go in big right out of the gates, and then I just withdraw. Straight up. I'm not here to get rich off these things, like off of one thing. I'm completely happy with making 300-400% if the company lasts a month. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. The difference is I went in big, so my 400% is a lot of money. But guys, there's one big thing that you're also missing out. So understand this. If you market and don't just take the easy way out, and that is put money in and just pray that you're going to make some and whatever, you make more money recruiting all day long. Okay, for instance, Cripsy pays what? Well, I don't even know what it pays. I don't know. One of them pays like 12%. For instance, eCoin pays 20%. So guys, think about this real quick. If you are really good at marketing, now remember what I said is your people that come in under you won't put in more than you put in to start. So let's just say you put in 1 Bitcoin into eCoin. And then all you did, okay, now what does eCoin pay? What are they paying, guys? They're doubling in 60 days. So they're paying you 2% a day. Okay. Well, guess what? If you got on a whole marketing little rampage and you got just one person in a day that put in 1 Bitcoin, because guess what? You put in a Bitcoin. So now you can tell them, well, I put in a Bitcoin and I think that's the best way to start. So here, put in a Bitcoin. And if you just got 1 point a day, guess what? Screw that 2% that eCoin's paying you. You're now making, actually on the 1%, on let me see what you'd be making. I'm talking 20% because that's what on mine was. But let's see what it would be real quick. See, I don't even know what I'm doing here. So guys, watch this. If you came in at only 1 Bitcoin, what would that be? Right here. So you're making 11%. You're making 11% a day right now, plus your 2%, because it's 60. Oh wait, double in 90 days. So you're only getting 1%. So you're getting a total of 12% there. So guess what, guys? You will have your 1 Bitcoin back in 8 days. Not 90, or well, not 45. You would have it back in just 8 days if you sponsored somebody, one person a day for 8 days. In 16 days, you would have doubled your money, not 90. So anyways, guys, I'm just saying, you are the reason you make it or don't make it. These companies are going to come and go. There's no way around it. But if you play smart and follow our advice, you will make money here. But also, if you get ready, get in there and get some work done. For instance, all you had to do is sponsor somebody for 8 days straight, and look how much you just changed their life. Oh, by the way, if those people end up recruiting or if they end up reinvesting or whatever, all that does is multiply you and knock your days down even more. Okay, since there's not a fee for Spartacus 2, should we continue letting it double or should we pull all out and move to eCoin. Okay, that doesn't make any sense actually. Because well, what do you mean pull out? Like you can't pull out. Does that make sense? If you have a Spartacus 2 account, it's going to double regardless what you do. You can't do nothing. Like it's not like you can say I don't want it no more, delete it even. I mean, it's just it's going to double over the 90 days anyways. I'm lost as to pull out because you can't go pull money out if they don't pay you it. Do you know what I mean? If you have a Spartacus 2 account and it's at 50%, you can't just go in there and take the other 50% out. So there's not, you don't really have an option. There's absolutely no options whatsoever with Spartacus 2, but wait it out until you get paid. But I definitely wouldn't put any more money in. I'll be honest with you guys. I wouldn't put any more money in Gladicoin. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not. I am in paying fees, but like I won't go buy another plan or create another account. Why? When eCoin pays out better all the way across the board, there's no guarantee it's going to last shorter or longer than Gladicoin. I made a ton at Gladicoin, so why not go make a bunch at eCoin? I'm not going to do eCoin as aggressive as I did Gladicoin, but that's only because I just don't want to, more or less. You guys are better off being in multiple companies. There's no way around it. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I believe that RU will change my life. I am new and looking to follow your advice from now on. I may have learned about eCoin Plus before I learned about RU, but from what I have heard so far, you're an excellent leader. I found you on YouTube researching Gladicoin. Awesome training. Oh, cool. Thanks. I'm actually glad. It's kind of funny that you found me. I think I've only got like 2 videos that I even let go public. I got thousands and thousands of videos, but anything done within like the last 5 months, I just unlisted all. So if you're not on my list, you don't really get to see them. But just mainly for the simple fact, like I said, I can't deal with the freaking yahoos out there, the losers that want to go and put swear words all over stuff, and I just can't be bothered with it. I mean, and I'm definitely not going to go retaliate because it's hard enough winning an argument against a smart person, but it's impossible to win one against an idiot. Glad I found you, dude. Just found about this biz. I'll be one of your 100K peeps. Awesome. That's the attitude. And guess what? I don't give a damn if I don't make 1 penny off of you. I just want you to be able to come to me and say you made that kind of money because of my help. For the affiliate networks in RU account details page, do we put our referral link in that spot or the username? No, good question, Dan. In all of the spots in RU, guys, you will put whatever is unique to you. So what I mean by that is in some of these companies, it's going to be your username. In other companies, it's going to be whatever they give you. But my point is like you will look at your affiliate link and you will see the spot that's going to change from you versus mine versus Greg's versus Bernard's versus Ann's. Okay, that is the thing that you put in that link and in that spot and save in RU. What they're talking about, guys, for those that need the visual, right here. So you don't put no affiliate link in. But sometimes it'll be a number, sometimes it'll be a name. It'll be whatever is unique to you versus somebody else's affiliate link for that company. Is eCoin recommended for someone who doesn't want to do any recruiting? Yeah, in every single business, all of the businesses in RU, you guys can make money without recruiting. And all I say to you guys is don't go into just one. And that is not a money grab. Like I said, most of you on here are not under me. It is a security grab because I don't own any of these. So I can't guarantee how long they're going to be around. But what I can guarantee is every single one of them that are in RU, you can make money at because they won't be in RU if the withdrawal system didn't work. I have another system I've been making money at, but the withdrawals are delayed and they're manual. So I don't put it in here because when there's manual involved, they get to pick and choose who the hell they pay. Wow, thanks for clearing that up for whatever that name is. He's one of my YouTube people. You are walking the talk, sir. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I do deserve 4,000% a year. How else am I going to turn my 0.0001 Bitcoin into 5,000? Yeah, Laura, you're funny. Okay, hey, Ryan, but people do expect that, and if they don't get it from that company, they go up there and spam that they're a scam. Is Megan still here? Oh, cool. Hey, Ryan, I am fairly new to IM. I have been on your email list for about a year and seen you go through several programs. I just joined RU and have about 5K to invest. Where would you suggest the allocation? Well, congrats on finally taking action. Um, 5K. What would I do with 5K? Tricky. Wow, let's get a little bit on the spot, only because I'm not 100%. Like I said, if I had that other page, I would answer you better. So here's what I would do. I would turn that 5K into Bitcoin, first of all, and I would put into CryptoBot, um, eCoin. Ooh, I just noticed I got to make it. Oh, damn. I actually got to edit that. I swore I edited that. I must not have hit upgrade page. Anyways, guys, here's the idea with BitGrow. BitGrow pays out. It pays out completely automatically, and it's really good that way. I don't expect it to last long term, but it is flawless right now. So if I was whoever this Rod, you had 5K, I would turn it into Bitcoin. I would go in. I would go into CryptoBot. I would go into BitGrow. I would put some money into eCoin Plus, buy 3 accounts to make sure that, well, if you're not going to recruit, then you don't need the 2 accounts underneath you, because you're not going to get binary anyways. Just understand that. So if you're not going to be recruiting, then you just go in and you just buy 1 account. And I would go in at all 3 of those with the exact same value, and then I would withdraw out of everyone on a daily basis. Whenever you get paid, you withdraw, and then I would put that into a 4th program. So that's what I would suggest you do, and that's a very safe maneuver. Have you? Okay, no, I read that one. Okay, oh no, okay, eCoin, yeah, okay, good. You can only, yeah, okay, that's you guys answering my eCoin question. Yes, you guys, you can buy Bitcoin through Coinbase and a bunch of other places too with your credit card. But just FYI, a lot of them you'll still show up as a cash advance. Okay. But then you have to go get verified and all that kind of stuff. You're just a heck of a lot faster, honestly. Even if you were going to cash advance it, is you just take the money out and then go to an ATM and put it in and get your Bitcoin. You're going to get your Bitcoin the same day. You're not going to with these systems if you're talking like, thousands of dollars, because they want to make sure you're legit and it's not a stolen credit card. So that takes a few days. After listening to this session, I am thinking about putting $100 a month into Bitcoin. Good, do it. You're not going to get rich off of it, but you're going to get a heck of a lot of experience out of it. And if you just keep rolling it in, you can make that grow. Is it better to pay off credit cards, 20% interest, or invest in these programs? Holy hell. Do not invest. Do not pay off credit cards if this is really, this is advice that will fail 90% of the time, not because it's not good advice, it's the right advice, but because the people that have credit card debt, they don't have the discipline to do this advice. But my point is if, all right, well, so here's an example of what we did. I had a girl's credit card. It was at $4,200, and it had been that way for 3 years, maxed out, and she couldn't go pay off the damn credit card herself, clearly. You pay the minimum payment, and then you just go spend on it again and max it out. Phoned the bank. They upped it to $7,000. We took out the $2,800, guys, and we went and put it into Gladicoin, so equivalent into eCoin. And in less than 50 days, not only did we pay off the credit card, okay, we also had Gladicoin still owing over $11,000. So that's my answer to, should you pay off credit cards? No, not if you're going to take the credit card money, the whatever balance you have left, and put it into businesses that are going to give you a bigger return. Okay, like for instance, I don't own my car free and clear. Well, some of my cars I do, but I don't own all my cars free and clear. I have money that I can easily just go pay for them and pay them off, but why do I want to? I'm getting like 4% on my cars, and yet I'm making 2,000 and 3,000% on my money. It would be stupid to go tie up and go throw $50,000 and pay off that loan when that $50,000 can go turn into $400,000 or more that year. And guess what? For that loan, it's only going to cost me, say, $6,000 the whole year to pay for the loan, and that's also paying principal down. Okay, but you guys got to be smart with it. I mean, you just don't go. I mean, guys, have you guys ever applied? Damn, I got to stop going off these rants. This is the last one. Have you guys ever went and got a loan or a home line of credit or whatever, and you asked for like 30 grand, they approved you and gave you 70. There's a reason they do that, because over 65% of you will have that maxed out within the 6 months, and they make their money on the interest. So my point is, you guys want to be like that. You want to be able to borrow money at a certain percent, but go, instead of borrowing it to go buying a car or a depreciating asset, use that money and put it into something that's going to give you a bigger return. Now you're making money off the bank's money. Okay, really, that is great. Yes. Okay, please show that again. I don't know what you're referring to, Stephen. Sorry. Go here for a list of ways to make money, or go to the money. Lots of ways to make. I can't go over that now because I'd have to go look at them first. I am trying to make life better for other people in my efforts. Awesome. That is freaking crazy money. I'm in. Okay, can't wait for the program. It is one-time entry. No. I'll have details about it later, guys. It's so really in beginner state. Like I said, it's right now, I guess, so to speak, hypothetical. Even though I expect it to pan out and work, I just don't want to go crazy with excitement. Can you compound daily using BitCrow? Yes, you can. They pay you daily, 7% a day. All you do is you go make a new deposit, but when you go to say make a deposit and it shows you those products, if you look at the top, it will say Bitcoin or balance, and you just go click balance and you just put your balance back in. Okay. Oh no. Oh really? Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. That's the reason I'm in all your webinars. Awesome. You are a financial advisor of a different kind. Thank you. Thank you. Fantastic webinar tonight. I love listening to your rants. We need to get them in a book one day. Thanks, Ryan. I actually get told that all the time that I need to write a book, but I can't just sit down and do it. But I really need to. Only because, guys, you don't know half the crap I've been through in my life. So if you're one of those people that live in your story of poor me, victimized, you would learn a lot from my book. You definitely learn motivation. Oh yeah, see, Crispy pays 15%, 3 and 2. Okay, each Spartacus 2 account hits 100%. Yeah, I don't know what we were talking about there, but yeah, you just basically make sure in your Spartacus 2 accounts you have your wallet hooked up to it, and then honestly, just forget about them. Just don't ever log into them again. They're dead to you, like literally. And when you get your money, you get your money. But there's no strategical plan now to do anything with them. And definitely don't renew them. Okay, and the credit card companies like to deny the transaction from Coinbase because there's such is an increase in Coinbase. Yes, no, exactly. That's why I say, guys, you're just better off literally going to an ATM, getting your money out. There's a way you can kind of manipulate PayPal if you had two accounts. Just send an invoice to your other account, pay it with the credit card, and then withdraw from the PayPal to your bank, and that way it doesn't come up as a cash advance. But guys, I want to say one last thing here though is don't be so worried about the little bit of fees. Like, for instance, you're crazy to go wait 3 days. And so many people do this. Like, well, I went with this service. Yeah, it took me 7 days to get my credit card approved, but I only had to pay $67 in a transaction fee, not 80. I said, you idiot, without saying the word idiot to them, but that's what went through my head. I'm just being honest with you. But they went and saved $13, but they gave up $120 in interest they would have made had they got in that day instead of waiting. You know what I mean? It's like you're tripping over $20 bills to go pick up pennies. So don't let that. I mean, don't go stupid, obviously, with fees. But I'm just saying, weigh it out when you're making your decisions. All right, last 3 comments, guys, and we're out. Should I join eCoin or wait? Oh my goodness, or wait now and wait till you get the results of the other program? Okay, yeah. So here's this. Well, jeez, that is actually bad. I don't ever tell people to wait. First of all, waiting costs you money. The ones that argue waiting makes you money, that's only because you haven't waited enough times. If you only have so much, like I said, to be honest with you, it depends, because I'm definitely not going to be letting, I'm not going to be letting small amounts come in for the first while. My VIPs will get first access, obviously. So I wouldn't wait. I'd go into eCoin. Hi, Ryan. Oh, and then guys, as far as my strategy, you wait till you make some money and then come into e-platform. Is my point is, but I got plans for e-platform 365, and you guys will like them. And that, of course, all ties back to whether the stuff works. Hi, Ryan. Thanks for all your advice. I may I have my renewal due for Gladia at 637. Should I stay in Gladia or move to the other system? Um, BTC guy, Gladius is a Spartacus 3. If you don't have a bunch of binary, like if you don't get binary, like a bunch of referrals off of that, no, I would not put it back in. I would move it right to eCoin. But if it like happens to be your main account and you got 30 people under you or something, well, yeah, that's a different story. You might want to renew it. All right, guys. Oh yeah, good one. Hey, yeah, guys, real quick. All of these webinars on Thursdays, don't get me wrong, you will get way more value being on them live because you get to ask your questions. But if you can't make them, you just come under the training and I'll always have the last 2 webinars in here. Okay, just so you know. All right, I was a person with no credit card in debt before I learned about Bitcoin. I used my credit card to get almost 6 Bitcoin to invest in eCoin Plus. Do you recommend getting my 15K out of eCoin Plus and paying the credit card off as soon as possible? And that my no, hails no. What I would do is get your money out of there and put it into other companies. I wouldn't pay off that damn credit card. It's only costing you 21% to borrow that money, and all of these companies are paying you out way more than that. eCoin Plus, if it doubles, if you have that much money and you have, say, a number 7 account, you're doubling every 50 days. Well, there's like, what, 6? How many 50 days is there in a year? 7? So that is 700% return on your money, and it's only costing you 21 to borrow it. All right, I don't see the loan for Crypti as the third recommendation. Yeah, just wait till tomorrow or email your RU sponsor, Rod, and they will give it to you. I got to wait and put it in. I'll probably try to get it in tonight. All right, for everybody that's saying thanks, you're welcome. Yeah. So Earl, the only reason I didn't post a last week's webinar in the training section is because I did it through an airport, and for some reason the airport was not aware I was doing the videos, so they were still using their intercom system to talk to everybody in the airport, and so it was just really noisy and whatever. So I just didn't put it in there. But other than that, every webinar gets shown in there. All right, guys, thanks for coming on this webinar. Guys, this is where you want to get all of your referrals from your RU. You want to get them onto these webinars. Because if I did anything to motivate you guys, that means I will do the same thing to motivate them. And when you reduce fear, the risk goes down, and so then people will invest into stuff and get into your systems and help you make money. So thanks for coming on the webinar, guys. Look for the replay tomorrow in RU, and we'll talk to you next week.